This is the DreamX. I'm going to tell you how the DreamX is made. Of course, we want you to come in and lay on it if you can. That really will tell you how it feels. But I'm going to do my best to tell you what's inside. That's really what it's all about. When you're buying a mattress, you want to know what's inside. Everybody's got pretty mattresses, and it really doesn't matter how pretty they are. What matters is how are they going to feel when you put the sheets on it and climb into it, and how's it going to feel not just in the first few weeks, how's it going to feel years later? At Comfort King, we build mattresses to hold up for a very long time. The number one thing we're concerned about with mattresses today is called soft spots. Now, we're in our showroom here, so I can kind of pan around and show you what's going on. If you come into Comfort King, you'll be able to lay on a lot of different mattresses. We have 19 different models on the floor right now, and you'll be able to see how we make them. You'll talk to a builder. You won't talk to a salesperson. You'll only talk to an expert, because that's the only kind of folks that work here, people who build them all day, and that's where we do it, right back there. So soft spots are a really big problem with mattresses today. We're hearing from a lot of folks who have mattresses less than 5 years old. That seems to be what the mattress industry wants people to do, is replace them every 5 years or less. Now, what is a soft spot? Well, you can see here we've got kind of a station lined up here. This is a mattress on top that we just got the other day, and it's very young. It's only 8 months old. It was only slept on for 8 months. It is not a Comfort King mattress. It's a different brand. It's a big name brand. Now, why did the people throw it away? Because that's how we got it. We had a customer buy a new bed, and they threw this one away. Well, they didn't like the way it felt. They felt like it was breaking down in their lower back area. Well, we tested it because we have a machine that can do it. We have a system. It's a firmness tester or a soft spot tester. It's actually right back here. Kind of show you. We're the only company in the world using this machine this way. We're testing people's mattresses. Mattresses that have been slept on. Mattresses that have been used. And people want to know if what they're feeling is real or not. So this mattress is only 8 months old. You wouldn't think it would have lost much in 8 months' time. Well, it did. It's got a 42% soft spot. So this spot here, where it's barely used, compared to that spot there in the middle where the hips are, that's 42% softer. So that's what we're worried about. That's what a lot of people are worried about. So we build mattresses here that won't get a soft spot like that. In fact, we put it in our warranty, 20%. You won't get a 20% soft spot over the life of the bed, which is either 10 or 15 years. Now the DreamX does come with a 15-year warranty. We only use the best materials in the world in it. And that starts with our inner spring system. So this is what the coil system is. We call it the quantum coil. It's the highest coil count in the industry at 2,500 springs in a king. Very supportive, still comfortable. It can handle a lot of different weight. Each coil is individually wrapped. This spring is made by Agro in Germany, which is our coil supplier we've been with for about 10 years. Never had a problem with them. Very good company. We think it's the best spring manufacturer in the world. And we've dealt with a lot of them. So that's what we start with on the DreamX. And from there, we have some layers of cushioning, because the coil system will support you. In fact, it's going to support you much better than an all foam bed will. If you're even thinking about buying an all foam bed, I would urge you to do a little research and just use some common sense and ask yourself, what is stronger, steel or foam? Everybody in the industry pretty much agrees, other than salespeople, that springs will last longer than an all foam bed. But the fad today is to build all foam beds. Now, why is that? Does it benefit you, the consumer, or does it benefit the company making them? And obviously I think it benefits the company, not the consumer. We build and design mattresses here for you. We do it assuming that we're building it for our friends or our family, and we want to take care of them, and we want to be able to look them in the eye in 5 years or 8 years and be able to tell them the truth about how long the beds are going to last. So anybody that tells you a foam core is going to last longer than an inner spring, or if they tell you that their bed's going to last 30, 40 years, or it's the last bed you're ever going to buy, that's a sales pitch. So we deal with truth here at Comfort King. And we talked about the coil system. This is a little mini sample you're not going to get soft spots in a coil system unless it's something wrong with it. But the coil system is the strongest part of the bed. It's the cushioning you got to worry about. So what do we have in the DreamX? Our first layer is tallow latex foam. Now what does that mean? Well, latex, some people think allergies. There's no latex allergies associated with foam. This is the original foam. It was invented in the 1920s by one of the tire companies, and it uses rubber. That's the big difference. Now in the 1950s, polyurethane foam came out, and it was invented using more man-made materials, and so it's much cheaper to make. Roughly 1/10 of the cost you can make polyurethane foam for. And that's why the mattress industry and all your couches and your other types of furniture pretty much filled with nothing but polyurethane foam. Now unfortunately, polyurethane foam quality has gone down in the last 20 years. That's what we've seen. So latex foam made with real rubber. This is what's called a hybrid. So it's part synthetic and part natural latex. Bottom line, it's made with real rubber from rubber trees, which has to be imported into the United States. So it is the best foam on the market. We've never had a soft spot in latex foam, and we've been using it in one-sided beds, meaning no flips, for the past 15 years. Never had a soft spot. So we're big fans of this foam. That's why we still use it today. And then the second layer to go down is Somnigel. Somnigel is the highest quality cushion in the industry. Latex foam, the best foam. Somnigel, even better than that. This is the best cushion. It's not a foam. It's got three major benefits over foam. Number one is it's more breathable and sleeps cooler. It sleeps 5 degrees cooler than foam will. The second thing is it lasts longer. It'll withstand body impressions, sagging, and soft spots for many, many years. And then the third thing, what I think is the best thing, is the way it feels. It feels great. It relieves pressure points better than foam will. And there's a lot of good foams out there. We use some of them. Some other companies use some good foams. But nothing compares to Somnigel. Nothing. For example, if you were to buy a wheelchair cushion for a friend, let's say, and they were stuck in a wheelchair all day and had to spend many, many hours sitting there, this is the type of cushion that you would buy if you wanted to buy the best. So it's been used in the medical field for a long time. We've been using it here at Comfort King for a little over 4 years now. It's phenomenal. So that's Somnigel. And then the top layer of cushioning is our newer foam called Flow Foam. Flow Foam replaces what we used to use in the DreamX, which was memory foam. We used a 1-inch memory foam. We got away from memory foam. We kind of eased our way out of it. Just because for some people memory foam has a negative effect that you don't really think about in the showroom, but it can manifest itself at home. The two negative parts of memory foam are slow recovery and heat response. So it softens up with body heat. Some people like that, some people don't. Flow foam has all the comfort benefits of memory foam, but it lasts longer. So it doesn't have any of the negative effects of memory foam. It feels good, and you don't get any of that slow recovery. So it doesn't ever feel like when you're rolling over that you're rolling out of a hole. So that's what's in the DreamX. The only other thing I'm not showing you here, as you can see, is the quilt. And the quilting in the DreamX is very thin. We don't put a lot of foam in it because we're not trying to cover up this good stuff here. So we don't want to put too much of what is vulnerable in the mattress, which is polyurethane foam. So that's the DreamX, and it is our #1 selling mattress, has been for the last several years. Stop in, check it out. I think you'll fall in love with it too.